right now you're processing some 25,000 tests a day. How many of those are turning out positive, and how do you know if it's Omicron?
We're doing up to 25,000 tests per day. The last couple of days, that seems to have leveled off, even dropped a little bit. So we're cautiously optimistic we might be seeing the peak of this thing. And about 1/3 of the tests that we do are positive, which is the highest number we've ever seen. Now, because we're a healthcare laboratory and facility, we have a higher number of symptomatic people coming through our testing. So I think that number's higher than is out there in the general public, but that's pretty high. With Omicron versus Delta, initially about a month ago, we had started doing increased sequencing and even setting up our own testing to tell the difference between Omicron and Delta, because some of the treatments, the antibody infusions that are effective against Delta, are not effective against Omicron. So that was potentially an important decision to make clinically. In the week that we spent setting up the testing, Omicron had gone from 20% to 80% of our positives, and it's been virtually 100% for the last couple of weeks now. Once one of these variants gains an evolutionary advantage, it spreads easier, it survives longer in the air. It doesn't take long at all before it takes over and becomes the dominant variant present for new cases.
And that's a separate step. So you would get the positive result saying, yes, this is COVID positive, and from there it gets sent out for sequencing. And that's how you know which exact variant it is from that test.
Yeah, that's correct. And sequencing takes a little bit too much time to be clinically useful in these settings. So if it takes you a week or two to get results of sequencing back, you need to make a choice about treatment before that. So one of the reasons we like this new system is we could set it up to detect a mutation that was present on Omicron but not present on Delta. So we'd be able to do it as rapidly as any PCR test. The minute we got a positive, we would just start testing all of the positives to see if it were one variant versus another based on whether or not it had that mutation. We haven't had to do that yet, but we're preparing for it if it becomes something we have to do.